Emma and Ryan had been best friends since they were kids. They did everything together: school projects, birthdays, and late night calls. Everyone around them believed they would fall in love someday, but they always said, "We are just friends." Deep inside, Emma sometimes wondered what it would feel like to hold Ryan's hand, but she never said a word. One night at a college party, Emma danced with another boy. Ryan stood in a corner, watching them. His heart felt heavy, but he didn't understand why. The next day, he avoided Emma. He smiled less and spoke less. Emma noticed the change. They met at their favorite cafe, but Ryan seemed distant. As Emma leaned her head on his shoulder, something changed in Ryan's eyes. He stared at her for a few seconds, then looked away quickly. Emma asked, "Are you okay?" Ryan forced a smile. "Yeah, just tired." But he wasn't tired. He was confused and scared. Something inside him was changing, and he didn't know how to stop it. And Emma, she had no idea her life was about to change forever. It started raining suddenly as Emma and Ryan walked home from class. They ran under a big tree, laughing and completely soaked. For a few moments, it felt like nothing was wrong, like they were still the same best friends. But then everything went quiet. They were standing close. Ryan looked into Emma's eyes. The sound of rain faded. He leaned in, slowly, and kissed her. It was soft, warm, and filled with emotion neither of them could explain. Emma didn't pull away. She closed her eyes and let it happen. But when the kiss ended, there was silence. Emma looked at him and asked, "Why did you do that?" Ryan stepped back. His voice was low. "I don't know, I just had to." And then, without saying anything else, he walked away. Emma stood under the tree, her heart pounding. She touched her lips and felt confused, excited, and scared all at once. She never imagined a kiss with Ryan, but now she couldn't think of anything else. Was it just a mistake, or the beginning of something she never expected? After the kiss, Ryan stopped answering Emma's calls. He didn't show up at college. Days passed, and Emma felt lost. She kept asking herself, did that kiss ruin everything? Finally, she found him sitting alone near the lake where they used to hang out. She sat beside him and asked, "Do you regret it?" Ryan didn't look at her. He just whispered, "We can't be more than friends. I don't want to lose you." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "But we already lost our friendship, Ryan." That kiss changed everything. She got up and walked away, her heart broken. Emma tried to move on. She started spending time with Liam, a kind boy from her class. He made her laugh, and she smiled again. But deep inside, her heart still ached for Ryan. Ryan saw them together one afternoon. Liam was holding Emma's hand. Something inside Ryan snapped. That night, he told his sister, "I love Emma, but I kissed her and messed everything up." His sister replied, "Then tell her. It's not too late." Ryan stood at Emma's door the next day, holding flowers. Liam was there too. The moment was awkward and tense. Ryan looked straight at Emma and said, "I kissed you because I love you. I always have." Emma froze. Liam looked surprised. Ryan added, "I tried to stay away, but I can't. My heart belongs to you." Emma didn't speak. Her eyes were wet, her heart racing. Liam quietly stepped back and said, "I'll leave you two alone." The door closed. Emma and Ryan stood there, both scared and hopeful. The silence between them felt heavy, but also full of love waiting to bloom again. Ryan stayed there, silent. In his hand, he held a small paper, an old note Emma once gave him when they were kids. It said, "One day, I'll marry my best friend." He closed his eyes and held the note tightly. He wanted to chase her, to explain everything. But fear held him back. What if she didn't love him? What if he broke her heart even more? So he let her go, not knowing she still loved him too. Emma looked at Ryan with teary eyes. "If you love me, why didn't you tell me before?" Ryan took a deep breath. "Because I was scared. Scared that I'd lose you forever if you didn't feel the same." Emma stepped closer. "You already lost me once. Don't let it happen again." Ryan reached for her hand. "I never stopped loving you, not even for a second." She smiled softly and whispered, "Then kiss me again, not as my best friend, but as the man I love." Ryan leaned in and kissed her. This time, it wasn't confusing. It wasn't scary. It was real, deep, and full of love. They stood in each other's arms, knowing they could never go back to being just friends. And they didn't want to. Later that night, as they walked under the stars, Emma looked at him and said, "One kiss changed everything, but I'm glad it did." Ryan held her tighter and replied, "Me too." They smiled, knowing their love had finally found its way through one simple kiss that made everything right.